This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Hello and welcome to another week of C2C Rankem. I am the host, Big B, along with my co-host, halfway around the world, the Prime Moose, Tim Hendricks. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. At least we're not doing another episode of Between the Ropes like last night. First, I want to start off by saying I want to wish my brother-in-law and my sister a happy 21st anniversary. That was today, and I think that was the last time I was in a. No, it wasn't the last time I was. Yeah, that was the last time I was in a tux.
Well, yeah, it's happy birthday, happy anniversary to Heather and her husband. 21 years. That's a long time nowadays. I mean,
Yeah.
Heck, me and my wife will be going on. It'll be 14 years next year together for. Since 2010, so 2010, 2011. So, yeah.
Em and I've been together for, golly, I've been here for 7 years. We've been together almost 9.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, good. Congrats to them. So, with that being said, let's get to our topics this week. Birthdays. We're going to do some December birthdays. So, again, happy birthday to everybody who has birthdays in December, who shares birthdays with these 6 dates. If you do like me and Tim do, we kind of do this just to see who, what, where. I know it started with me, just seeing who was born on my birthday. So, well, with that being said, Tim, December 4th, that is today. So happy birthday to everybody that has birthdays today. You share with these 5 guys. I will give a shout out to my wife, whose birthday is tomorrow, the 5th. So happy early birthday to her. So with that being said, Tim, how many do you think we're going to get?
2, 3. I'm going to say 3, but I think we're going 3 in a weird way.
Okay. Yeah, I could see 3. So, all right. Well, kick it off with your number 5.
My number 5. I think a lot of people who don't listen to his music only know him for one other thing. But he's lost a lot of weight as of late. But he had, I want to say, was it SummerSlam that he had a tag team match? I didn't watch SummerSlam, so I'm taking a complete guess on when it was, but I thought it was SummerSlam. He didn't have the world's greatest start in his career, and then all of a sudden, if you look back at some of his past, and it's a little questionable, but he's proof that you can change your ways, and look what he's done, and look what he spoke out against. My number 5 is Jelly Roll.
All right. What did I write down here? My number 5. Oh, okay, yeah. My number 5. We got an unwritten rule here. You got to be the first. Came across this name. The first Ultimate Pro Wrestling Champion, Sylvester Turdley.
I thought you said turd for a second. I'm like, no, I don't know what type of Ultimate Wrestling that was, but turd.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're number 4.
My number 4, I say this with a lot of certainty. He holds a guy who, up until he got hurt, had never missed a snap on the offensive side of the ball. Probably the greatest lineman to come out of the University of Wisconsin. Probably the greatest lineman to ever play for a team that is a perennial toilet bowl team. Which is kind of funny when you hear that their name is the Cleveland Browns.
And they like to punt.
Yeah, and they like to punt. I've seen a lot of that. So he's hilarious, especially the one where he did Cleveland versus against Las Vegas.
Yeah,
that was great. But my number 4, I think, is arguably one of the top 5 offensive tackles in NFL history. It sucks that he had to play for the Browns and couldn't really play in a playoff game or a Super Bowl. And I believe he's in the Hall. If not, he's definitely deserving of it. Yeah, I know. I'll look it up later. My number 4 is Joe Thomas.
Yeah, I saw it, and John Thomas. No,
Joe Thomas. Joe, not John Thomas. Joe.
I believe he is. Yeah, if he's not in the Hall of Fame, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Not as of yet, by the looks of Wikipedia.
Okay.
But he just the thing is, I think he just retired in.
Oh yeah. He'll be a definitely shoe into the Hall.
How is he not in?
What's that?
He's not in yet. He's not in yet, but he should be.
Yeah. Well.
Oh no, he was. He was in 2023.
Okay. So my number 4 is your number 5, Jelly Roll. If my son watches this and he sees that we do December 4th, he would, beat me down if I didn't put Jelly Roll on there. I mean, yeah, the guy had a horrible start to life, his adulthood, but I think he nailed it where, he showed that, you can turn it around if you really want to. Oh, your number 3.
My number 3, I'm going to stay in the entertainment business, in the music side of the business. I'm not a big fan of his, but I have to respect the hustle, especially. And I thought he was going to start. I thought he started going really nuts when he wanted to become a sports agent, and I thought that was completely weird. But you're successful is when you married Beyonce, so you kind of put yourself on the map there. My number 3 is Jay-Z.
Okay.
Okay.
My number 3 is the actress, lovely actress,
beautiful actress.
She's definitely that. But my number 5 is Marissa Tomei.
Your number 3.
My number 3.
5.
Did I say 5? Number 3.
Yeah. She turned.
You're number 2.
Today. She turned 62 today.
Is it 62 or 61? They must not update, but yeah, I can't.
It won't update until her birthday comes up, and I looked at it yesterday, and she was still 61 because her birthday's today. So she
today, but yeah.
But it's not C2C unless we're sniping. Congratulations, you decided to put Marissa Tomei at number 3. I put her at number 2 because I saw her in The Wrestler, and I saw her in My Cousin Vinny.
Yep.
And then she does the Spider-Man movies, and I'm like, yeah, I could get in trouble.
She was also Wild Hogs as a waitress at the little cafe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, she's definitely, yeah. My number 2, you talk about Beyonce. This one's probably right up there with her. For a while, she was the queen of everything. Everything she touched turned to gold. Tyra Banks.
It's going to be a long 3. It's going to be a long way to get 3 P through. Three, 'cause I think
You're
we're at
number one.
two. I think we're at two. We're
We're
not
at
one,
two.
but I think we've only sniped at two.
Yeah, we're snapped at
I,
two.
I thought it was interesting that and this name will come back up. The weird thing is this family name will come up again in the next date that we do, at least for me. It's I thought it was I thought it was amazing because I was at lunch on Tuesday and the movie Against All Odds comes up, and this guy's the lead actor in the movie, but everybody remembers this guy as being the dude Big Lebowski. My number one is Jeff Bridges.
This is the name. Well, my number one is your number three. The guy, I mean, yeah, I thought it was kind of crazy. He wanted to be a sport agent, but you know what? At one time, I mean, he touched gold and did something, and it turned to be popular. One Jay-Z. So, yeah. So we got three. Like you said, the roundabout way, I guess. I mean,
Okay, so it wasn't the next. It's not the next day. It's going to be. Oh no, where's he at? Did I not put him on here?
uh-oh.
Oh.
All right, well, let's go to the 9th. Birthday's in a couple days.
Which day did I screw? Oh no, I did put him on here. We're good. We're good.
This one,
I'm telling you, I'm doubled up on two spots on this one.
well, really? God, I had a hard time really kind of thinking of which way I wanted to go. I mean, there was some names I could see, but since you're doubling up, I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm gonna say 4.
4.
Yeah.
4. I can see your 4. I honestly can see it from here. I think I can see it. I think our 1 and 2 might be flip flop.
Okay. All right. I will start off with an actress. Judi Dench.
I didn't. I had an actress on here, but it's not that actress.
All right.
He's my number 7-ish.
You're number 5.
My number 5 is an actor. Kind of crazy when you realize this guy's from. I think he's from Iowa, and then you think that he was actually from somewhere else. And he actually has a movie with his name in it where I want to say it's John Cusack goes in and takes this job, and he becomes. And his job is to go into the mind of this actor because it's like a doorway and it goes into this guy's mind. I've never seen it, but I've heard enough about it. My number 5 is John Malkovich. He's the best role he ever had was him playing the Russian in Rounders.
Okay. My number 4, NFL great, Chicago Bear great. One Dick Butkus.
Oh, I'm gonna make you really happy because this is one of my double ups.
All right.
I'll give you a snipe on my 4B. I've got Dick Butkus as my number 4B. My 4A, the guy when you can get him to talk about quarterback sacks, won't shut up about it. They actually made a rule to make him stop doing one of these things that he did. If you're doing this, if they got to make a rule to make you stop doing this, you're doing something right. Part of the fearsome foursome in the Rams organization, which is funny because another guy on another list, on another day has a great nickname. A great religious nickname being the Minister of Defense, but this one he's got a religious nickname. He's got a religious name to begin with, but when you create a rule to stop head slaps, I think this is absolutely. I absolutely love it. I love this guy. This guy today will tell if he were still alive, he would tell you that he has more sacks than everybody in the league. If they had actually started counting sacks back when he was playing. My number 4 is Deacon Jones.
Yeah, I saw that one on there. My number 4.
Your number 3. You should be number 3. Should be number 3.
Number 3. Yeah, you're right. My number 3 is one actor that back in the day probably did a lot. Probably, some women, thought he was the greatest thing. One, Kirk Douglas
At 3?
at 3.
Okay, just checking. Because here's my other double up, and it's at 3. Both of them are actors. One's a stand-up comedian. One is a brother of the brother of the one I was talking about before. My 3A. It's funny because he had a show on in the mid 70s, and TBS put this show on right before the Dukes of Hazzard. And it wasn't TBS, sorry, it was WGN. Loved this show, absolutely loved this show. And when you find out that this guy's real name was John Sanford, and he does a TV show called Sanford and Son, I thought it was brilliant. And he always had this line in Sanford and Son that Elizabeth, I'm coming home. It's the big one, I'm coming home. And then you find out that when he passes away on set on his TV show, they thought it on a TV show that he did later that they thought he was actually faking it. They thought he was really doing it, and he died on set having a heart attack. I thought that was kind of apropos in a way. And my number 3B, there used to be something called the Fabulous Baker Brothers. It was Jeff Bridges and his other brother, and they played a couple of musicians. They played piano and they had their own little band. Right now, you can see him on, and my wife loves this TV show. My wife loves watching Matlock, the new one with forget it. I can't remember her name, and I'm going to be shot. My 3A is Red Fox, and my 3B is Beau Bridges.
Yeah, Red Fox. I didn't even see that one on there, but that would be a good one. My number 2, I guess, you talk about siblings having TV shows. This guy did with his sister. Actually, I think a couple TV shows, but one, Donny Osmond.
Yeah, I saw that one. Okay,
All right,
are we gonna get 3?
I don't know. We said 4.
We said we're not getting 4. I don't see what's getting 4. My brother, we're gonna start off with a brother story. My brother was a wrestler in high school, and he had gone to a wrestling camp that was run by a certain Olympic wrestler. Before he had gone to the Olympics, and my brother has met this man again before he went to the Olympics and won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck, as he likes to say. My number 2 is the Olympic gold medalist with a broken freaking neck and almost let Brock Lesnar break his freaking neck in WrestleMania, doing a shooting star press. My number 2 is Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I think Brock overshot that one. But my number 1 is your number 2.
He undershot that
one.
Yeah. The thing is, Brock Lesnar used to do a shooting star press.
Yep. He said after that he was not doing it no more.
Yeah.
Your number 1.
My number 1, well, it's not C2C unless we're sniping. My number 1 is your number 3, Kirk Douglas.
All right.
Did we get 4?
No, we just got 3.
Oh, we got 3.
Yeah.
All right. When you said actress, I'm like, okay, I've got an actress on this list, and I have Margaret Hamilton, the former Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to the 14th here. This one was
like pulling teeth. Oh my god.
All right. I'm gonna back down. I'm gonna go 2.
Oh man. I easily think we could do, because there is a first on this list. I think we can do 3.
All right, we could do 3. We could try. All right, you kick it off. Let's see.
My number 5, if you were to go to Boston back in let's give a random year, 1986. Yeah, You know, they were just
probably.
It's a good random year. They happened to have the Red Sox in the World Series. They happen to lose the World Series, and they didn't lose the World Series because of my number 5. But tell that to a Boston Red Sox fan, and they will tell you my number 5 lost their World Series because of him. My number 5 is Bill Buckner.
Right off the bat, right through the legs, whole Bill Buckner. I mean, they show it every year too. I know Pete Rose, I think it was a WrestleMania or a Rumble that was in Boston. It said that he left Buckner tickets on the ground, but he couldn't take them because he couldn't pick it up or something like that.
That was WrestleMania. I think that was a WrestleMania. I think it was the second WrestleMania where he gets tombstoned by Kane.
Yeah. All right, you're number 4.
My number 4 is a former Seattle Seahawk who's now basically going to play backup to a certain Minnesota Viking that has now signed with a certain team.
Oh, he's not playing backup to that guy.
I'm glad you got the joke. I thought it was crazy that he went to why did you go to this is another guy. Why did you go to the Steelers? My number 4 is DK Metcalf. Why?
My number 2 is an actress, the mother of Sean Astin, Patty Duke.
I had a conversation with him about his mom.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was the year that she had passed away. And I remember one of the first things I said to him, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. And I told him about my dad. And yeah, we had a nice, good 35-minute conversation just about shit and shit.
All right, you're number 3.
My number 3, we have a saying on here, and you've already said it once. You it's an unwritten rule.
Yep.
If you're the first at doing something, you kind of get put on our list, and you win you be the first person to do this, win a Heisman Trophy, which is funny considering if you think about the backfield that Syracuse had when this happened, and Jim Brown should have won it the 2 years before, and doesn't win it. But my number 3 is the first black man to ever win the Heisman Trophy. My number 3 is Ernie Davis.
All right, my number 3, another actress. High School Musical was her big thing. Vanessa Hedges.
You did go with her. I wasn't sure if you were and she wasn't even the big picture. She was like, you had to go looking for her.
Yeah. All right, you're number 2.
My number 2, well, it's not C2C unless you're sniping. It's the phrase that pays. My number 2 is your number 4. I saw Patty Duke, and the first thing I was like, I got to put Patty Duke on there just in remembrance of her and the amazing conversation that I had with Sean.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, yeah, that would be something that you had that story, you forget to put her out there. I think would be something. Yeah. My number 2, well, let's get back to it. The phrase that pays for this episode. My number 2 is your number 4, Mr. DK Metcalf. Your number 1.
My number 1. I doubt that you have him on here. If you have him on here, huh?
I do too doubt it.
The first time, this was like the first name that I saw, and it was like the big name, and every time they come up with stuff about end of worlds and quatrains and the predicted futures, and they always bring up this guy, and I had to, in my English class, I had to read about this guy. I had to read his predictions in the future, and when you're 87% correct, you kind of have to pay attention. My number 1 is Nostradamus.
Yep, don't have him. Because at my number 1, I have your number 3, the first Heisman Trophy winner for African American, Ernie Davis.
They made a movie, and I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the 19th. This was another tough one. I could see 5, but I'm going to go 4.
I'm gonna make you feel real bad right now. I am doubled up in 3 spots.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear what your double ups are. So this could be a 5 for a C2C 5 for 5.
Yeah.
I kick it off.
Yeah.
So officially, what are you going with? Because I'm going 4.
I'll go 4.
All right. Well, I'll kick it off. The homer take. Boston Celtic great. Minnesota Gopher great. Couldn't coach his Timberwolves out of a wet paper bag. 1 Kevin McHale.
I saw that. I'm going, he's going to take that. And if I don't want to get sniped, I'm going to miss this one. There was a couple Minnesota people on that list on that day.
Well, you're number 5.
My number 5, some reason I rarely put female people on my lists, and I don't know why. It's not anything intentional. But I think she's an amazing actor, especially when you see her in Roots. She doesn't get enough credit. I saw her in How to Get Away with Murder, I want to say too. My number 5 is Cicely Tyson.
My number 4. We're going to the square circle. We're going to the mouthpiece of wrestling in the 80s, 90s, some of the 2000s. Rest in peace, one Mean Gene Okerlund.
Saw that one. Saw that one.
All right, you're number 4.
My number 4 is one of my double ups. One of them is was a childhood crush of mine when she was on Who's the Boss, and then she turned around and did Charmed. Absolutely loved her.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah, Poison Ivy has the last name of the hometown of my beautiful wife. My 4B is an actor who played Bubble Boy. I thought he was brilliant in Bubble Boy. He's done a lot of great stuff as of late. Did Brokeback Mountain, Spider-Man: Far From Home. My 4A is Alyssa Milano, and my 4B is Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'm glad you said his name because I would have butchered it. At number 3, Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, that guy, good actor, and I think he did the remake of Roadhouse.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, you're number 2.
My number 3, it's...
Oh, you're number 3.
It's the phrase that pays. It's not C2C unless we're sniping. I can't remember where you have him. My number 3 is your number 4. Mean Gene Okerlund. He was the voice of wrestling up until until when?
Well, he's still the voice of wrestling because nobody can top him. I mean, great interviewer.
I can give you Finkel, but still, to me, it's still Mean Gene.
Was just a ring announcer. I mean, Mean Gene was interviewer.
Gene was the interviewer. He was the yeah.
I mean, I can see Finkel. I could definitely put Finkel in that category. My number 2. Well, it's not 2C unless we're sniping. I think everybody's crush back in the day once she grew a little bit because I don't think she was that good looking at the start of Who's the Boss, but when she started getting up there, she definitely was a looker. Alyssa Milano.
Yep.
You're number 2.
My number 2 is another one of my double ups. Both of these guys are Detroit City staples in the sports arenas. to me, I know people are gonna look at me weird, but I think my 2A is probably the best Detroit Tiger to have ever played in the city. My 2B is probably the best cornerback to ever play for the Lions in their team history. My 2A is Al Kaline, and my 2B is Bobby Night Train Lane.
Yeah, I give you both those. I think, yeah, you might have a couple arguments of recent players, but I think you're right. You brought him up earlier. What can you say? This guy has the name that you said, the Minister of Defense. I think every team would like him on their end, rushing in. One, Reggie White.
You're gonna love this. This. I have a double up at my number one.
Okay.
It's not, but I'm gonna give you my two. I'm gonna give you the snipe at my 1A.
Okay.
I know for a while there that my 1B wanted to play for the Green Bay Packers right alongside Reggie White because he was friends with one Brett Favre. Because you always sat there and watched them talk every time Tampa Bay played Green Bay, and they were always talking to each other every time they met in the backfield. And then he had this wonderful idea to go play for the Oakland Raiders. That's like going to play for the Cleveland Browns now. Not the world's greatest of ideas.
Yeah.
My 1A, like I said, is Reggie White. My 1B is Warren Sapp.
How did I miss Warren Sapp? What year was he born in?
71, I think.
Oh. How did I miss Warren Sapp?
It wasn't a big picture. It was one of those little.
I get that. There he is. Actually, he's 2 under Milano at 72. Yeah. No, that's a good pull. Yeah, he would have looked awful in the green and gold, but he was awful in the Raider jersey.
Well, and the funny thing is, isn't he now the defensive line coach in Colorado?
I don't know. I don't know if he is or not. I know he's got I know Sanders has gotten a lot of people on that.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, so we got 4. Would have been a 5 if I would have saw White, because I would have put Sapp and White together. That was a good call. All right, let's go to December 23rd.
I know.
A couple days before Christmas. Does he have that one? I'm gonna go pull out a limb here. Number 1 is going to be the same.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to guess if you're going to have 2 other ones. I think you're going to have 1 other one. I'm going to go 2. I'm going to play it safe.
Is there a reason why? Is there a reason why that I'm going to have him at number 1?
Why are you going to have 1 out number 1?
Whoever you think I'm going to have at number 1 at number 1?
I just think because of an iconic person.
Okay. All right. So it's me. 2, 3, maybe 2.
All right.
I don't know. We're not religious. I can honestly say we're not religious.
Right.
So, right. But when you and usually when religion happens in the United States, it's because it's come over from somebody else from another country. Yep. And the other thing is like either Italy or the Middle East or things of that nature. But only one religion that I know of has ever been started in the United States, and it's by this guy who basically started the Mormon religion. My number 5 is John Smith. Oh no, Ryan's back.
Oh no. You mean my uncle started a religion, huh? Okay.
I thought your uncle was John.
John Smith. Ain't that who you just said?
This is Joseph. This is Joseph Smith. John Smith is the one that found Pocahontas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably did too.
Probably did that too.
My number 5 is a Japanese icon wrestler, Kijamoto.
I had no clue who the heck that was.
I had to throw him in there. I was having a hard time finding a 5th. You're number 4.
Yeah, I had trouble trying to find a 6th, which was good because we don't do 6. My number 4. There was, if you ever look at it, there was always 3 bands in the 90s that basically started grunge rock. You had Stone Temple Pilots. You had oh God, Nirvana. Holy smokes! I'm like, wow.
You better name them.
If I blinked on Ryan, we're doing birthdays, so you're gonna have to guess on who's doing their birthday, whose birthday we're picking. And then there was Pearl Jam. I truthfully think, and this is going to get me shot, probably the best singer out of all 3 of them was the singer for Pearl Jam. You know, I love the guy's voice. My number 4 is the lead singer of Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder.
My number 4, I believe he played most of his career at Boston. I could be wrong. All-timer or all-star, one Hanley Ramirez.
Hanley. I think he played in Boston. I think most of his career was in Boston.
Your number 3.
Ryan's going to be really happy about one of my number 3. A cornerback that played for the Green Bay Packers during the first 2 Super Bowls. And then I'm going to make Bacon a little happy too, because I believe he ended up going to the Dallas Cowboys later and played in Super Bowl 5. Passed away, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. My number 3 is Willie Wood.
All right. This is the one I was questioning if you had. You did. You had him at number 4. I got him at number 3, Eddie Vedder. Your number 2.
I think it's kind of weird that Ryan shows up on the day that I've got 2 Packers on a date. It's weird he shows up at this time. I think probably one of the top 5 running backs to ever play for the Green Bay Packers. A former Heisman Trophy winner that played out of Notre Dame. I have his autograph, so if my brother decides to go pilfering through some of mom's stuff my stuff that's over at mom's house, you can find an autograph of his that I pulled out of a pack. My number 2 is Paul Hornung.
Paul Hornung. All right. My number 2, current NFL coach. A couple years ago, they had the Harbaugh Bowl and the Super Bowl. I got Jim Harbaugh.
Number 2?
Number 2.
I'm curious who you thought I had at number 1. Really now I am. Because my number 1, it's the phrase that pays. It's not C2C unless you're sniping. The former coach of the Indianapolis Colts, Jim Harbaugh.
Oh man.
Oh no. Don't say that, because this makes me feel like, who did I miss?
The iconic actress, soap operas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. I
One
No,
Miss Lucci.
No, I don't have Susan Lucci.
Oh, I thought for sure you would have had her up there.
Oh,
We still got 2 though, but all right. 28th, our last day here for December birthdays. You're gonna have that one. Be interesting if you have that one.
Wait, Ozzy's birthday. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Ryan's asking a question. Which day is Ozzy's birthday? Don't make me quit this show because I got Ozzy's birthday wrong. No, Ozzy's birthday is December 3rd.
Okay. I was just like
All
all right.
Don't do it to me.
I'll go 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I can see 4.
I can see 4.
All right.
I'll do it. I'll go 4.
We'll go 4. All right. I'm going to go TV show host, actor. I want to say dabbled in being a comedian a little bit. Seth Meyers.
No, we're definitely not going 5.
All right.
I'm not, and I'm not doubled up anywhere. So my number 5, he's a singer. Matter of fact, he sings M and our song together that we have. See how fast Brian gets it, because I don't think he knows. But he's married to one Cheryl Teigen. I don't know. I couldn't tell you who. All I know is who he is. My number 5 is John Legend.
Sharon Tegan,
she does that. I know she does that show with
Cool J. Yeah, that's
Sir
her.
Mix-a-Lot. No, not Sir Mix-a-Lot. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, right?
All right, Ryan. All right. My number 4, NFL, NHL great, Boston Penguins, Ray
Boston isn't the Penguins.
Pittsburgh, I'm sorry. Pittsburgh.
He played for the Boston Bruins.
Did he play for? Oh, it looked like a jersey. It looked like the Penguins jersey.
Yeah, they have the same-ish colors.
Okay. Your number 4.
My number 4, let's see. Who does he got more points with? The Colts or the Patriots? A guy who should be in the Hall of Fame, who's probably going to go in this year or next. He's not the drunken kicker that we had in Vanderjag. He's not the kicker that we just cut in Badgley. Oh yeah, it's the guy who's the only who's living heir, who's the only survivor. I could have put Crazy Horse on this list somewhere, because if I'm not mistaken, he was on this list somewhere. The only person who survived Little Bighorn, because he got his great grandfather got sick and had to stay back at camp. So he's the only reason why we have our number 4 is because his great grandfather got sick and didn't go to the battlefield. My number 4 is the great kicker for the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots, Adam Vinatieri.
All right, my number 3.
Yes, my wife got back.
We put these guys on here again. We don't talk political too much, but you're on a list. We'll put you on there. The 28th President of the United States, Woodrow Wilson.
Well, it's not C2C unless we're sniping. My number 3 is your number 3, Woodrow Wilson.
All right. My number 2, the phrase that pays. You had him at 5, which I thought was really low for this guy, but Mr. John Lennon.
If you beat them, make them join you. What?
You're number 2.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out if that is a new phrase that pays.
What?
If you beat them, make them join you.
If you beat the... Oh, okay. All right. You're number 2.
My number 2 overshadows a comic book genius in Jack Kirby. Shows up in every Marvel movie up until he passed away. Probably one of the greater minds in comic books. Worked a little bit with DC for a very little bit before Ryan decides to jump me and says, no, he never played and worked for DC. He did for very, very, very little. But he came up with the great line, with great power comes great responsibility. My number 2 is Stan Lee.
Nice. I figured you'd have him on there.
I saw that.
My number 1, great actor. great coach in the movie Remember the Titans, one Denzel Washington.
Do you know that's not the real pronunciation of his name?
Is that?
No. And it was weird because I think he was on, I want to say he was on Fallon. He was on Jimmy Fallon. And he had made the comment that because his dad's got the same name, and his dad's name is Denzel.
Okay.
And because his mom always called it, because they're both named Denzel, and Denzel's is a junior, and he said, no, you're from now on, you're gonna be Denzel. So we don't get confused. But it's not C2C unless we're sniping. My number one is your number one, Denzel Washington.
All right. All right. So that's our list, but now we got our fun list here. The blind five, rank them. We each give each other a category. We don't tell what the components are to it, and we get to rank them. So, Tim, I'll let you start this week. What is my topic?
I watched something the other day, and somebody I was watching Criminal Minds. So this is already starting to be bad for you. Yeah. And and one of my fears is being burnt alive.
Ooh.
Right. So I've got my five, these are my five things that I have big fears of dying in these ways.
Oh.
So, and they're not, I'm not going to give them to you in my order, but they're on my list in this order.
Okay.
But since I gave you pretty much the hint of the thing, I'm going to start off with burning. The worst ways to die. Ryan's going.
I'm just trying to think of other ways. I'll go 4.
Ooh. Okay. Freezing.
I live in Minnesota.
I grew up in Wisconsin, and Ryan and I grew up in Wisconsin.
What else? God, that'd be so painful. I'll go 3.
Okay. Suffocating.
Yeah, let's get up there. What other 3 do you have, or 2 do you have? I will go 5.
Okay. Bleeding.
That would be 5. Bleeding to death, I will go 2.
And so I take it, what do you got left? 1? Drowning.
Yeah, I think that would be up there.
Yeah, mine it goes burning, drowning, suffocating, freezing, and bleeding. Because if you're freezing, you just fall asleep.
Yeah.
But it's the pain to get to the sleep.
Yeah.
Watching the Vikings win. What?
Yeah.
Brandon, don't look at the comments, Brandon. Just don't.
Yeah, right. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Yeah, I mean, after seeing it, yeah, bleeding would be 5. Drowning or burning, probably 1, 2. Suffocating, yeah.
The other one, like my number 6 is falling. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So my list for you.
Oh boy.
And this is going to be a lot of people. I'll tell you right now, Robin Williams is not one person I put on this. So.
Oh no. Okay.
It's people that you would like to sit down and have a conversation with.
Okay.
All right. Your first one, the President of the United States, Donald Trump.
No, 5. Oh.
One of the coolest.
That one was going to be so easy.
One of the coolest guys in the world, Will Smith.
God, now you got me wondering who's going to be on this list. Because now I'm stuck at 1 through 4. I'll say 2.
Okay. The Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Oh God, am I drinking too? Holy smokes! Give me 3 on Ric Flair.
Everybody's new, and I will concede that he is probably the GOAT. Tom Brady.
4. I'll take whoever at 1. I don't care.
You are
Maybe
taking.
I'll take Hitler at
And
1. I don't care.
this guy jumped, and this one jumped at me because I was trying to figure out who I threw in there. You are going to take the guy with the most tattoos in the history of the world, Lucky Diamond Rich.
Oh yeah, I don't think I'd have a problem with that.
Yeah, the one question I would ask him is why. I've seen pictures. Why?
I'd ask him what's the first, and I get it because Ryan will agree with me. When you get your first one, them things are addicting.
Yeah.
Those things are it's like having Pringles. You have one Pringle, you can't have just one Pringle. You got to have the whole friggin' can. And at that point, tattoos are exactly like Pringles. You got to go at this point. I won't do my back. I won't do anything I can't see. But yeah, they're addicting. I want 4 more. I already have plans for 4 more. Just the fact is, where.
So no, that's a good list. I was actually shocked that you're happy with your number.
Oh yeah,
1.
I'm always like that. It's like it's to me it's interesting because you wonder what got them into it, what their first one was, how old they were when they got their first one, what style they prefer, if they've got a specific tattoo artist that they go back to, are they not afraid to get a novice, are they, I like to pick their brains. It's like I'd like to talk to my namesake because there's a Tim Hendricks and Tim and I've had conversations together where
Nice.
he owns Saltwater Tattoo up in New York, and we've had conversations, and I've sat there and had talk. I said I'd love to have one. He says, "You're ever in New York, I'll give you one for free."
Nice.
And it's like, I've never had a conversation with Kat Von D, but I'd love to pick her brain too.
All right, cool. All right, so Tim, final thoughts for this week.
I want to thank everybody for watching us here on Primetime Blitz here in the Silver Dome. No, that's a joke from earlier where we had Between the Ropes background up pretty much 3/4 of the show.
No, it was up the whole show. We didn't change it.
It was up the whole show. We just didn't notice it for 3/4 of the show. And then making a Hulk Hogan joke reference to when he was in the Superdome, and he thought he was in the Silver Dome in WrestleMania 3. Again, was it 3? Yeah, it's 3. But no, I like these. Anybody, Ryan, if you got any type of clue of,
well, do we want to do a Ryan's list? I mean,
I will do a Ryan's list, but I think we may have to do a Ryan's list after dark. But if anybody's got any ideas, no idea. Let's just say this: no idea is a bad idea until we think about it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, my final thoughts is keep checking us out. Early this morning for Tim, late last night for me, it was Primetime Blitz. Cover week 13, did our picks for week 14. Definitely love doing these Rankem shows. If you guys got some ideas, throw them out there. We'll definitely look into them. But with that being said, check us out next week on Rankem. Have a good week.